Okay, welcome back. So, second of my series of pictures. And what started all this was a bird came through the doggy door, and I knew something was up. I was feeding the animals, and I noticed a feather in my office. So I'm thinking, oh no, either the cat or dog got another bird. Well, this bird, I was looking at the clock, my grandfather clock, as it was chiming, and there was the bird, a small wren. So anyway, past experience, you close all the doors to all the different rooms. I opened up the back door, and after 15 minutes, taking some pictures with the Nikon DF, the bird finally went out through the back door. And so no harm. And I immediately closed the back door. And so I'm doing some pictures, okay? Let's get to the photo slideshow. I got about 90 of them, okay? This is just trying out. First, I started the 24 to 70, all right? This is a Tamron lens, DSLR, F mount. It's the G2, and these were at f2.8, 24 70 millimeter on this one, and you can see how very clear and sharp the lens is. I love it. I've owned it twice. I was looking at the Nikon 24 to 70, but decided with the G2 because of better stabilization. I did get the 70 to 200 Nikon F, but and I had the 70 to 200, but on the Tamron, but it was too heavy. So just taking different pictures with this lens. And I had this since, oh gosh, early February, all right? And I forgot about it. I put it in my documents folder, and I was going through the Z52, the ZFC, the R10, R50, and I looked in the document folder because I clean that thing out now and then. And I noticed a couple of folders in there. One was the Canon, and the other one was this. So this right here, and I've been talking for a while. Yeah, this is 24 to 70 still. And you can see I went all over the place. Now this is manual exposure. And this is the 50 millimeter. It thought it was a 2.8. It was actually a 1.2. And I just didn't recognize it. But this 50 millimeter was sharp. I was using 1/500th of a shutter speed. It was like a 6K type of format. 6016 by 4016. So I went to this is at 2.8. So 4,000 shutter speed. I was doing different shutter speeds like I do all the time. This is the 50 millimeter. Great shots. Look how sharp that is. And then, with that bird being in there, I says, well, there might be other birds out. Well, there's this dove, and she's pregnant. So I got out the Zeiss 35 millimeter Distagon. I needed a bigger reach, so I went with the 500 PF. And that's a 5.6 aperture. Auto exposure. But look how great these shots are with the D610. And this bird just stayed there, but these were the best shots. I'm thinking of sending another picture to Con from Quays, Westminster. I sent one with the DF. He wanted a small megapixel picture, so I gave him the DF as a pretty small size. So I hope they accept it. But I can give them some better shots. But look at the bokeh behind the branch. And it's a great shot. Then I went into the backyard. This is the 150 to 600. So the bird left by the time I got this. And that's my neighbor's light bulbs. So that's at 150. And that's at 600. And then there's Wanda. That's at 150. That's at 500. Now it's at 600. So you can see how sharp this lens is. I love this lens. Some people complain about it. I think it's perfect. I don't mind. It's not as heavy as the 60 or the 150 to 600 from the Tamron, or the 60 to 600 from Sigma, or even some of the Leica lenses, which are real heavy. But you see, these shots are clear. There's auto exposure right here. Great focusing lens. I had no problem with the D610. On the DF, yeah. Because that was manual focus only. And I took a lot of shots. I took 90 of them. And with a span of half an hour, you can take a lot of shots. So I left them in there. Didn't want this video to be too long. And of course, I had to do my favorite rock to end the pictures. So this is the 150 to 600. Is at 190, 150. And there you have it. And if I have to go to a shot, let's scroll up here. It had to be with the bird. But which one? See, I took a whole bunch. Was it this type? That one. There you go. I'll do this one. I'll make it completely full. I'll crop it in a little bit. And you can't get a more beautiful picture than that. Now I could do that. I could do this also. What do you think? You have a little character. So I can put her like there. Or I can put it right there. And that's a fantastic shot. So, thank you for tagging along. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.